And it looks like our players here are waiting, and it looks we've got a bit of a crazy map here. This one's actually made by one of our creators. There's a closed beta for the map creator right now, and this is an absolute monstrosity of a map that was made by Eggester. And you know, I don't really know what to say about this map other than it's got just about everything.
Yeah. This is Jack, Nathan, and Steve ready to commentate today. This is gonna be a fun one.
What's up? Yeah.
It has everything you can possibly imagine and every orbit you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, no, it's absolute chaos here.
All right, I think they're ready.
Yeah, let's get this underway.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're even going to start. We'll just follow all for a little bit and see if we can.
Yeah, I wonder how many moons are really reachable here. Looks somewhat similar. Well, looks like there's quite a fair amount of moons here. Yeah, of course, the basic strategy in every match is always run and grab as many moons as you can with those initial ships you spawn with.
I'm really noticing also double volatility this game. I would have expected conquest, since with so many moons you'd think that maybe you could reach a far distance, but volatility seems to be the play today. Also, here we have BlackLemur again rocking a tournament crown from the last duos tournament we had. So very impressive always to see a top player making a return. And all with an interesting crown that I don't know about, but it definitely looks cool.
Yeah, Jack, what crown is that?
That is one of the ranked crowns. There are 2 crowns that you can get by competing in the ranked queue, which is open for an hour every day.
Nice.
Mixing
that up.
Yeah, all's going for the point defense here. Try to get a defensive start. I'm curious which planet, or BlackLemur has taken a planet. It's one of that really down low there. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with this map myself. So, but we can go check out what BlackLemur has taken.
They have a heavy
laser and the point defense.
Point defense, yep. And that's it.
Yeah, and I also noticed there's that cheeky sniper planet way down below the map. So we'll see if players go for that.
Yeah, we can come out and take a look here, but it's way down below. Like, if you guys notice, or if everybody notices, I'm still scrolling down. There it is, down there.
Yeah, so a lot of ridiculous elements to this map, but we'll see how this pans out. It looks like the players are finally making their way into the center of the map, and it looks like, I want to see what BlackLemur's doing. It looks like they've got a long chain and really going through a lot of these neutral planets, trying to gobble up as many as they can. Looks like there are some stealth planets on the side.
Stealth planet, yeah.
Nice.
It's great to see so many. The great thing about the map creators, we really get to see a lot of map elements that, you know, maybe we don't always see in tournaments. So stealth planets getting utilized, heavy laser planets, snipers, even in a 1v1, which we often hold off for 2v2s. It's really great to see all of what Gods of Gravity has to offer here.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting.
And this is the cool thing about the map creators. You can do whatever you want.
Looks like the first fight's happening here. BlackLemur going in with territory and troop advantage. Looks like they're going to continue that. All on the defensive here with almost equal troops, but a little bit less, and less territory overall.
Little cat and mouse here.
Yeah, we'll see how all is on the defensive here.
There's a lot of ground here to cover.
Yeah. They're doing a good job of tracking each other down, not letting either one get too far ahead, though.
It looks like the territory is equal again, though Olive is suffering in terms of fleet size. So we'll see if BlackLemur is able to leverage their superior numbers into some more territory here. Looks like they might be playing a bit defensively, getting those torpedo planets back there, and sort of rebuilding their fleet. Looks like all here trying to pick off some of these blue ships.
I like that positioning by all. That was a clever little stop to do a little bit of a poke at BlackLemur.
Yeah, when you're behind, it's always the name of the game is seeing how far you can stretch your troops. Basically, how much can you get? How much can you
I
kill?
heard an Armageddon somewhere down there. All used.
Oh,
double.
BlackLemur used Armageddon, going straight for the home base here.
Whoa.
We'll see if all is able to defend. The nuke's going in. Here,
Wow.
here comes all.
But they don't actually have that many troops. Yeah, they. Oh yeah. Couldn't keep it though.
Yeah,
Did clear out the home base defenses though, which is really substantial. I mean, those
coming
turrets
back right back for it though.
Yeah.
I don't know about that play.
I
That's
don't know if
bad.
it's gonna
That's a
pull
bad
off.
play.
Oh.
That's a really bad
The heavy
play.
lasers there. Those heavy lasers plus volatility explosions really shredded those blue ships as they came through the wormhole. I think all is now
the
at
other
the
thing-
advantage.
Yeah, that was a
That
smart
happened
play.
there was BlackLemur lost power. I don't know if we saw that all actually stole the planet that BlackLemur was using to reach the home base, and that's especially why they were at such a disadvantage there. So cutting off power on this map seems to be a really big deal.
I didn't see that. That's really smart.
Yeah, that's why they both went out. I think that's
yeah.
really cool. But no one's really fully lost here. I mean, both of them still have a pretty reasonably sized army, so I'm definitely curious to see.
It's cool to see more heavy lasers. We don't normally get to see those in tournaments, but it seems like there's a lot of heavy lasers in these.
Yeah, I'm such a fan of heavy lasers too. We put out a cool video about them. It's just nice to be able to test around and have fun with them because they're such a powerful and underutilized ship.
Yeah, I'm curious if BlackLemur saw the asteroid here. Remember, asteroids always spawn in pairs on opposite sides of the map, and all got their asteroid. But it looks like BlackLemur's actually trying to contest
They might try
this.
to get it.
And I don't know what happened, but all now doesn't have a lot of ships remaining. I don't know where they all
I
went.
feel like that might be credited to the nukes. I mean, those are.
What happened?
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's right next to the home base.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that's definitely tough.
Yeah, I have to
I
go
think
back in the
honestly it was the
replay
nukes.
to figure out where all lost the ships there. But with so many heavy lasers and with volatility, it is a really,
yeah.
you know, the ships can die so fast if you have the wrong
Yeah.
positioning. Heavy lasers fire so fast they can kill multiple ships in one blast, and with volatility they can kill even more, potentially.
Yeah, that was intense.
Red team
Oh.
has been eliminated.
Yeah, that was an
Blue
exciting
team
first match to
won.
kick off round 3 of this tournament. We'll see if Eggester has any secret strategies for this. All right.
Hopefully nothing too impressive. Ooh, a conquest versus production match.
Oh,
Two
nice.
very popular choices.
Yeah, we'll see how well Eggester is able to do at the opening. We'll see if there are any hidden strategies, but it looks like just some moon conquest for now. Going around with those 2 laser ships, trying to attack these turrets from behind as to not lose any ships. Of course, it's easier if you go around with shields, but you can do it without suffering losses just with normal ships. I think it's gonna be interesting to see which planets these players go to first. We saw last game that players valued the point defense early and the heavy lasers. I think those are definitely strong choices. Point defense, of course, is essential for defense, and heavy lasers, as we've seen, are such a powerful force on offense, though they may be countered by shields.
Yeah, and I saw a little bit of an exchange there. It sounds like ExcelBeam helped bring Eggester into the game, so it's always fun to see, you know, people play against.
I see off bat, ExcelBeam's extending deep into blue territory here to try to block the capture, but it doesn't look like it'll work. Though maybe ExcelBeam tries to counter here, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Such a vertical map,
Yeah.
which is fun as well.
I really think that like trying to push deep into territory here will be really interesting because there's so many planets, there's so many different routes to get to the enemy home base, and so just trying to make that like first push into their territory might be a really good way to gain an early advantage.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like Eggster's fighting ExcelBeam here, and actually did quite well there. You know, keeping the troop advantage in Eggster's favor, and yeah, blue team comes in and swipes that planet from red, really continuing the advantage here. And this is what makes good players so great, is the ability to not only you know, expand their own territory, but counter the enemy, and you know, keep the enemy back and keep them low on ships and low on territory.
Yeah, something really interesting about choosing God of Production, though, is that you'll notice it, even though it does have a lower troop capacity just by default, the kind of rebalanced God of Production now is much better at recovering from losses since its progression speed is so high. But you're, you know, by default, you won't have potentially as high of a high by having as many planets. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Like if ExcelBeam is going to be pushed on the defensive for not having as many troops, or if having that strong recovery power is going to be enough to push him into the lead.
Yeah, I'd like to see a stealth player on this map, but maybe we will as we go through.
Yeah, with so many planets, you could definitely hide just in plain sight on this
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, something I'm noticing just by looking at the minimap as I see Eggester definitely has the advantage both in territory and in fleet size. So we'll see how ExcelBeam can eke out the advantage here, but it's hard against players like Eggester who are so quick at positioning their ships to counter any attack. We're really maximizing the value of each ship here with proper positioning and speed. But definitely, you know, Eggester has shown a lot of dominance in this match. Just being able to just win consistently in fights. You know, when they're not fighting, Eggester has done a good job expanding. Though ExcelBeam's definitely not out of this just yet.
The only trouble I see with ExcelBeam is they're not capturing enough planets fast enough. They're really
it looks like
falling
Eggester on
behind.
the advantage here with the ability up too. We'll see how he's able to use this to, I'm guessing, attack the red home base. Definitely has enough troops to do it.
Yeah, I feel like also that conquest power range definitely made it much easier to expand, since not only do you have planets to go through, you can also expand via moons, which is one of the interesting aspects of playing conquest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ExcelBeam coming out here to try to regain some territory.
Smart.
Got some heavy lasers in the forces there.
Eggester looks like they have a lot of forces, but they're not all together, so they're going to have to work to get all of them back in the one spot in order to attack the home planet.
Yeah, I think
quickly build
Eggester is
up
going
the
to seize this opportunity and attack the home base, though. Or maybe just playing it slow. It looks like an asteroid out here being mined by ExcelBeam. We'll see if Eggester notices.
Do we know where the other asteroid is, or how far away it is? Because I have not seen that second one pop.
I think the asteroid belt's just so big that it's on all the way on the other side.
It's on the other side of the map, yeah.
All right, I'm not going to try to scroll to that one. We'll just play this out.
Oh yeah, the loss of that asteroid though is definitely gonna be rough.
I don't know. ExcelBeam's going to take that.
I think Eggester realized that there is another asteroid and is probably rushing over there. But it looks like he's going to try to swipe it. Again, definitely has enough troops.
Ooh, 99
They captured two.
Wow.
Wow.
That's definitely tough to fight, I'll be honest.
Wow, what a bunch too. That's great bunching.
Yeah.
They're playing it really close to this. Oof. I think I'd leave my troops there and seal the deal.
Yeah, that is a massive fleet.
Yeah, and it's just been built up over time by consistently winning fights and expanding quickly.
Yep, that's smart. Now if they Eggester captures that second one, well, I mean, even right now they could probably attack the home base and wrap this up.
Yeah, no doubt. At this point, Eggester is just sort of playing with his food. We'll see. Maybe
ExcelBeam realizes.
This.
Yeah. And then blast the conquest and yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of dominance from Eggester here with proper positioning and
has lost control
just
of their home base.
very, very powerful showing.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of neutral planets here too, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's interesting on maps with so many planets. What even is the strategy? Do you go for neutral planets? Do you try to counter the enemy?
Has been
Like,
eliminated.
it's definitely interesting to see all the different strategies. All right, we've got BlackLemur on blue team going against Frost on red team. Both longtime excellent players here.
And not only longtime excellent players, but actually partners in tournament together. You can see that they both actually have those gold crowns. So it's amusing to see the two of them now having to face off against each other. Or actually, maybe did they both have gold crowns today?
Yeah, they're both rocking.
Yeah, I believe they were the winners of the tournament 13.
Yeah, that's a great call. I forgot about
really
that.
Got some top players here, and now they must face off against each other in the semifinals here.
Teammates battling to the death. Love it.
And it looks like with this map you get so many ships. We noticed in last match Eggester was going on with an army of about 100 ships, and so already off bat we're seeing getting these initial planets very quickly. These heavy lasers seem to be a priority. That's something I've noticed. I think people, just because they haven't been present in that many maps, people sort of underestimate them.
Yeah.
But they're definitely one of the most powerful ships in the game and can absolutely destroy your forces, destroy the enemy forces. If you're interested in learning more about them, check out our YouTube. We've just released a video about them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think we're really
BlackLemur...
seeing the.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, Steve?
I was just gonna say, yeah, BlackLemur is going for the PD first, now heavy lasers, and it looks like Frost did the exact opposite. So we'll see which one of these teammates is making the right choice.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you want to have both a good mix of offense and defense. So it's just a matter, I guess, of whether you think which will help you first. Also, a planet that produces just missile ships. What an interesting idea. You normally have missile ships as part of your default fleet, but maybe having a planet dedicated just to them will ensure that you can control your fleet composition a little bit more directly.
Yeah, I think
I was also just going to say that the impact of volatility has really seemed to have an impact on just how easily they're able to take these early planets. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, I didn't even notice, but there's also a battleship planet on this map that no one's gone for yet, just because I think it is risky attacking into that fully protected 30 planet with the battleships.
Yeah, and with just how fast these matches go, you really can't afford to take like a long loss like that.
Yeah, especially
but
if
just
you
having
get
all the
countered.
different avenues. Yeah.
Looks like we've got our first skirmishes here. We'll see who comes out on top of these early fights, as it will dictate who is able to, potentially get more territory in the middle of the game. Looks like a lot of quick exchanges, trying to running around, taking up these neutral planets, exchanging moons. But a BlackLemur is going for this missile planet. Here comes in Frost to try to prevent it, but really not where you want to be, coming out of the wormhole against a setup force of volatility, though.
Look at those heavy lasers, yeah.
It did work for Frost there, as now BlackLemur is slightly behind in ships here, but has more territory. We'll see if Frost is able to convert their ship advantage here into some territory, and it looks like they've started to do that by taking that stealth planet. Of course, moons are still important, so we'll see how these players are able to move around and attack moons quickly. As there are so many of them, it becomes, you got to use those wormhole chains to get around. It looks like a pretty even match, looking at the minimap, seeing the bars on the side representing the amount of ships and the amount of territory each of these players have.
I wonder if these two practice together, because they have a very similar feel of strategy, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have played together a lot. Maybe not on this map.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah, I wonder if they practice together on this map, because we know they play together during tournaments. So it'd be interesting to see if they developed different strategies or similar strategies for this 1v1 on a new planet.
Yeah, it looks like Frost has just used that Armageddon ability, converting a lot of their ships into nukes. We'll see how they're able to use those aggressively or try to use them defensively. Looks like they've hauled them back to their home planet. Looks like Frost is running around with those nukes. Let's follow them, see where they use those. Looks like maybe got some stealth nukes trying to hit BlackLemur's forces where it hurts.
Oh,
yeah, nukes on a stealth planet are definitely scary, come out of nowhere. BlackLemur still has that ability, and I would, if I were them, I'd use it as soon as I can. Nukes are very powerful, especially if you're able to utilize them to their fullest potential. But it looks like the first pair of asteroids came out too, one in the distance going to blue. And I don't know if Frost has noticed those, though they will be very important as we move into the middle of the game here.
Oof, yeah. That one looks like it's going to be uncontested. Nope.
Oh, Frost.
Oh, no, it's uncontested. That's it.
Last second, BlackLemur gets it.
Do we have...
Where's that other asteroid though? It looks like Frost is about to get it, unless BlackLemur is able to claim it. But it looks like they're focused on other things. So this asteroid will put Frost in the troop lead for sure.
There it is. Yep.
And I like how Frost is routing their ships through that stealth planet, so they're able to apply that bonus for being invisible. And it looks like it's this other little galaxy above where there's some moons and a couple nuke planets. Pretty funny.
Oh.
BlackLemur gets some nukes here. We'll see how they use them here. I'd try to grab some nukes and attack the battleships maybe, or just drop them in the center of Frost's army.
I saw another asteroid pop up as we were zipping around there. Could have been mistaken,
asteroids will start spawning pretty frequently now, and so players will. Oh, all those nukes. We'll have to see how if these players are able to get those asteroids now that the game's. It's definitely, there's so much to do right now. This is a very intense map, especially as we get into the middle of the game. But it's been exciting to see such a well-balanced match. Though it looks like BlackLemur is taking the lead here over Frost, though just very slightly. But I think BlackLemur might make a play for the home base here. Or they're getting very close. Trying to focus on these asteroids as they will swing the ships back and forth. You get about 10 ships per asteroid, and you get some pretty good ones too. Looks like this one will go the way of Frost, which should put them back in the game. Maybe Frost will use those to go on the offensive here.
What's great is like BlackLemur is definitely outpaced in terms of territory, but Frost has kept up troop-wise this entire time.
Yeah, it looks like BlackLemur is gonna win that fight, though. Looks like they suffered a decent amount of losses there. Oh, going for the home base here. Looks like they're gonna back off though. Don't want to take on all those turrets and that red fleet.
Yeah, I think that might have been a feint just to get Frost to go back home for a minute.
Yeah, but it looks like BlackLemur's pretty focused on taking the home base here, or maybe they're just trying to whittle down the turrets before they notice. Oh, but it looks like they're gonna go all in here.
I don't know.
I think they have it.
Oh,
Some nukes coming in from Frost here, killing some, maybe not enough.
I think it's enough.
Looks like Frost only has a handful of troops left scattered throughout the map. We'll see if they can gather them and make some miraculous comeback here, but I don't think it'll happen. Heavy lasers, definitely powerful, good ships to have here. And it looks like Frost will not be able to defend here, and BlackLemur will win the first semifinals match.
Oh, that was an intense game.
Yeah, that was great to see. Definitely a ton of back and forth there, and great performance from both players.
A little bit of a friendly hug at the end. I like to see it.
Yeah, and you can if you win, you get a spot on the closed beta, and you can make maps, and you can we'll reveal more information about the map creator, but check out the video if you haven't already, and enter the raffles to win. If you enter more than one raffle, you will have a higher chance of winning. So if you really want it, make sure to enter all of the different ones we have.
Yeah, TikTok, YouTube, Discord. Go check it out for more information.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the semifinals match. We finally got it underway. We have Eggester on blue team going against DragonvsCATS on the red team.
And we haven't seen Dragon for a little while on a solo.
Well, except in the duos, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very exciting. Again, two very top level players, both EU players, which is I mean, it doesn't affect their skill, of course, but it's definitely cool to see players from all over the world playing Gods of Gravity in our tournaments. But yeah, let's just, yeah, how are things going? We're seeing both of them going for point defense first, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems point defense and the heavy laser seem to be the top picks for first planets here. It looks like about an even start here. No players taking the advantage just yet, just mainly taking moons and getting their initial special production planets. Try to diversify their fleet.
Eggster's rocking a secret challenge title, which is always cool to see. Or DragonvsCATS is, sorry.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, there are some challenges that we don't tell you how to complete them. So, and they have some hidden rewards. It looks like Eggster going around taking those neutral planets. I don't think any fighting has happened between our players yet. So we'll have to wait. It looks like this top little mini solar system is being taken by DragonvsCATS, getting those moons. Not quite cracking into those nuke planets just yet. But definitely valuing that production.
Yeah, you know what's funny too is I think before you play, if you haven't played Gods of Gravity, you underestimate the skill of just their movement. Being able to move around this fast in space, in VR, is really a skill that gets developed over time. So it's really cool to see, but Eggster and DragonvsCATS are both relatively new players, so you can see how fast you can pick up the skills just by doing it and playing every day and just getting in there and having fun.
Yeah, and especially on a map that's this vertical, you know, there's certainly a good amount of it that comes from movement, but also just having like that full 3D spatial awareness, you know, not a skill that you'd find in your average video game. Being able to just be aware of where the opponent is, not just like if they're in front of you, but also like, are they above me, behind me? Like, they could be anywhere, and you got to be aware all the time.
Yeah, it looks like our players are finally making some contact. They're running around with wormhole chains and fighting briefly. No major battles just yet. It looks like we might see one soon. Just kind of exchanging planet control, but none of these players really taking the time to defend their planets. And have just been running around, but maybe a big fight here. It's like tons of power explosions from all these conquests. These God of Conquests, of course, having power on moons, but also just the speed at which they're going around and trading planets and moons.
Something really interesting.
Got disconnected.
I think we just lost Eggster. Or
Eggster
DragonvsCATS, sorry.
Yeah.
Eggster
they're
just
back.
waiting around.
All right.
I'm just going to wait for a little bit.
Good
All right,
sportsmanship
there we go.
there. Nice sportsmanship, like it.
I thought
Yeah, that's
DragonvsCATS
what we
was about
wanna
to go for the home base.
Had him in a stab in the back there, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Eggster might.
Oh, maybe he is.
I'm not sure if
Oh,
Eggster.
Eggster. I think that was a
Bit of a confusing situation
Yeah.
there for sure.
I think Eggster was going to give DragonvsCATS the benefit of the doubt there when switched to bot, and then they're going to get beat up for it.
Also, don't mind ExcelBeam over here, just swinging around. But yeah, what I was gonna point out was that the advantage of having Conquest is that you could see on the minimap there, DragonvsCATS has like little moons everywhere, just to kind of like build that path to the home base. And it's not like those moons are necessarily well secured, but it just means that you can break into blue territory in a way that maybe you wouldn't otherwise be able to. Oh, interesting. What is happening? Well,
There we go. All right. Well, congratulations, DragonvsCATS, for defeating Eggster in the semifinals. DragonvsCATS will be moving on to the finals, where they will go against BlackLemur. I think they're negotiating. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Looks like we're off, though.
All right.
here we go. We're doing the finals before the bronze match for just an exceptional case. As DragonvsCATS is in the EU, it's a very late hour, and so we're just going to do this unusual thing. But both matches will still be streamed, and we're excited to see what goes down. Something I'm excited to see about is that in the past 2 matches, we had a volatility mirror match and a conquest mirror match. But finally, we're seeing a volatility versus conquest facing off to see which strategy truly is superior. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm guessing if it goes to the late game, that conquest is, I mean, volatility is going to be able to pull ahead with just, you know, heavy lasers plus volatility, passive explosions. You know, it's going to be hard to beat in some high ship count battles. But if
But we're definitely
conquest,
seeing.
if conquest can
Oh,
keep
yeah.
the pressure on and keep ship counts low, then I think they have a great chance here.
Yeah, and we're really seeing just how many moons, you know, well, I guess both players are actually able to reach a lot of territory in this map, so maybe the conquest advantage isn't. Oh no, here we go. Here we're seeing a classic moon rush by conquest here. Just try and build out that extra territory.
Yeah, BlackLemur's a little behind on territory here, and needs to be taking neutral planets both quickly and without leaving themselves open for countering and or without getting absolutely destroyed by the neutral missiles and stuff. Looks like DragonvsCATS in the background doing a long chain over there.
Yeah.
Maybe gonna come into, you know, the longer you taking these neutral planets, the more moons you're gonna that are gonna be stolen from you by a conquest player, of course. And it looks like both players they were wormhole chaining through empty space, which is very hard to do. You have to be very fast to be able to do that.
Yeah, the thing about this moon gobbling strategies, I've heard it coined before, is that although it does get you a lot of, you know, moons potentially, and you can cut off the enemy's production, it doesn't really get you that much more territory. As you're seeing, red now has a territory advantage because, you know, just going straight for planets will mean your ship cap will be higher. And so at best it stalls their production, but at worst it puts you actually at a disadvantage because you won't actually have as many planets.
Yeah, we're
So
seeing a ton
we'll see
of
how that plays
wormhole.
out. Yeah.
I'm really loving watching the wormhole chaining from DragonvsCATS here as they're chaining through empty spaces. I was saying, like, just, you know, you have to be so fast because otherwise your ships will just fly into the abyss.
Yeah, but I mean, at this level of play, when you have so many ships and your hand just won't be able to hold them all.
Looks like we've lost Dragon.
no.
Oh,
Played-
no.
Oh, all right.
Oh, there we go. All right. Back at it.
Oh,
Dragon.
Some situations. Oh, okay. We
There
are
we go.
dealing
All right.
with some mild. All right, back into the great sportsmanship again from both players. But yeah, the game is on.
yep.
The game is not on?
Oh my goodness. Spotty. The spotty connectivity. That is a bummer.
Yep. Of course, great sportsmanship, and our players are back at it. DragonvsCATS running away with their ships. Such fast play here. I'm really Dragon's moving very quickly here, and we'll see if it pays off. And I'm surprised that they are able to wormhole chain this fast without losing any ships or leaving random ones behind. I know if I tried to do this, half my fleet would be randomly flying throughout the galaxy, so definitely wouldn't be an effective strategy from me. But it looks like over time, I think BlackLemur is, as I was saying, maybe it's that volatility passive that's been able to help them just pull in, keep the advantage over time. And one thing I do want to point out is I think having heavy lasers actually does a good job countering DragonvsCATS strategy. Their heavy lasers rotate very quickly, so they're even if DragonvsCATS ships are just passing through the wormholes, heavy lasers can get off a shot that potentially is a devastating one, killing 2 or 3 ships before the shields are able to protect them.
Ooh, but those are some tough losses there. I mean, without power, the attack on blue home base there ended up hitting nothing.
Yeah. And then it looks like BlackLemur's slightly in the head in terms of ship count, but not by much. And it looks like we've gotten to the stage of the game where asteroids are spawning. We're entering the middle of the match. We'll see how these asteroids complicate things for these players. We'll see if one player is able to capitalize on both asteroids. Oh, big fight there. I heard a lot of shield absorption effects though, so maybe not too many losses. I'm yet again surprised just by how fast these players and how, I mean, the skill levels are very close, and we've seen a very close match here.
Yeah, both of these players have won before. They've won tournaments before, so it's, you can tell their skill level and their speed and ability to do these, mid-space wormhole chains. You can tell the difference in their play.
Yeah, and it looks like BlackLemur's got at least one of the asteroids. Just that bonus just hit, and we saw their ship fleet size increase. I'm concerned for DragonvsCATS here. I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe it's
It might
spotty
be a
internet. Maybe
boundary
it's...
thing. I mean, with all that movement, you could easily leave your boundary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Eggester says it could be a tracking issue they're having, and the Twitch. So I'm monitoring.
Yeah.
Type in responding in Twitch. So if you're not watching, or I guess you should be watching on Twitch if you're here. Never mind.
Yeah, looks like it's been really interesting. We haven't seen any huge battles here. Just a lot of skirmishes and running around.
I know what I love
think
about these maps is just the distance. Look, just watching these two, you can just see from here, not even following them around, the wormholes and the movement and just how far these maps are and how big they can grow. Like the map creator and the player's ability just really is adding an extra element to the game.
And it looks like some fighting over this asteroid here. There might be a big battle over this one.
Oh.
Looks like EMP was used there. But BlackLemur's going to stay on top and actually kill a lot of DragonvsCATS ships there. So we should see BlackLemur trying to take the other asteroid and staying on the advantage. I thought they were going for the home base, but they were just going back to their own territory. I got mixed up a little bit.
Let's see.
Well, Dragon noticing that the asteroid's left undefended here.
Not for long,
but not
though.
quick enough,
Yep.
yeah.
That's that
Again,
awareness that
full
Nathan was
map
talking about.
awareness is
Yeah,
super crucial.
exactly.
Yeah, and there is another asteroid. I'm not sure. I don't think a player's mining it, though.
Oh, I think.
Though I actually just think I heard it get mined. And I think both of these are going in the favor of BlackLemur. And as soon as this bonus hits, I think the BlackLemur will be making a play for the home base. Now looking at the mini map,
And
they're at such an advantage.
BlackLemur just used their ability too, and that looks like that is
Yep,
it.
all the nukes. Very fast home base takeover.
Wow, that's the power volatility for you. Yeah, that just like the sheer destructive power of your force really can do a lot.
Yeah, and I think DragonvsCATS might have went for the home base. BlackLemur there. But
It's
not
an
going
understandable
to,
tactic if you can try to beat them first. Then I mean, by all means, but I don't think that'll end up paying
Not in
off
this
here.
case, yeah.
Yeah, a noble last stand though. Wow,
Yeah.
really a great showing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, BlackLemur. It's great showing from both players. A really exciting match to watch.
I believe in the red team here. Not to pick favorites, but I think it'll be fine.
We've seen Red
Yeah.
Team win many times, so I don't know what the disadvantage would be.
Yeah, who can really be sure? I'm
Yeah.
sure. Maybe it's just the color theory. I hear that facing off against a red opponent can make you feel extra intimidated just because of how scary the color red is.
Psychological
must be
warfare.
what to play here. But it looks like Frost is doing a little moon conquest here with the early ships going for point defense first. Eggester is conquesting moons as well. It's too early
And
to
we're
say
again
if anyone's in a
seeing-
lead.
Yeah, we're seeing that volatility versus conquest clash again. We'll see who comes out on top this time around.
Yeah, and it looks like again going for point defense first from both players. Of course, Eggster is also the map maker here, so maybe we'll just have to do what Egg says. I think maybe point defense is optimal by design. Probably
I wouldn't
not.
be so sure. I hear that, when making a map also takes time, and I don't know how much Eggester has gotten to practice on this map. So there's no biases here. Don't rest assured that even though Eggester may have made this map, I don't necessarily know if there's any like guaranteed winning strategies just yet. But a lot of our players have played this map a lot, so it's great to see just how much like practice it might take, not just in the game itself, but also like per map. Sometimes different strategies will work better, and so seeing each player develop their own choices for which plans to take first is often just a consequence of just practicing over a few days beforehand. It's great to see that commitment.
Yeah. Looks like Frost is a little confused on where to go next here.
It looks like maybe they're going for that nuke planet up there. I think really the best strategy on this map is to go point defense and then heavy lasers.
Yeah.
Start to build up those powerful offensive and defensive options early on. Something that I think is interesting is there are torpedoes on this map, correct? But I just haven't seen a lot of torpedo usage.
Have we seen a torpedo? Gosh, you know what? I don't even know.
Yeah, I know there's a guaranteed
We've seen
missile planet on
missiles. Yeah,
this
we've seen
floor.
missile planets, nukes. We've seen a battleship planet, a sniper planet, stealth planets.
Yeah, maybe
There might
just
not
are
be
torpedoes
these.
on this map.
I don't think there is, now that I think about it.
They are a very a lucrative.
Oh wait,
shape.
no,
no,
there
they're right
is.
here, right here. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, Eggster would never leave out such a critical element. But torpedoes traditionally play a large role in people's maps, but usually it's because heavy lasers aren't available.
Although,
So-
to be sure, they do serve a very particular niche. As Jack mentioned, heavy lasers are very effective at winning battles quickly, but torpedoes are effective at a more slow approach. You can attack safely from a distance with the extra range that torpedoes provide, which can be really helpful in just taking planets and securing victories without losing any ships. So, each ship has its effects, but yeah, I mean, torpedoes are the ones we see more often used. Notably on our one of our favorite old time maps, Advanced, features torpedo planets quite prominently. And they're a major part of how you win.
Yeah, I'm glad to see more heavy lasers. I like to see the mix up. Heavy lasers, more stealth planets.
Yeah, and it looks like Eggster's consistently been in the lead here, at least in terms of fleet size. It looks like they're going to be attacking Red, pushing them back, cutting them off of this point defense planet.
Yeah, I think Frost was really struggling for a minute there, and they were trying to figure out which way to go, and I think that cost them some precious time.
Yeah, if you don't, you got to make decisions fast, especially in a real-time strategy game like this, at the highest level. Games move quickly.
Yeah, see, both players have their abilities at the ready. I'm not sure when the best time to use it would be in this case, but just something that we may see pop out pretty soon.
Yeah, and I would be using that nuke Armageddon ability. Yep.
Yep, there you
There
go.
we go. Let's see how Frost is able to let's get in close there and see how these nukes pan out. I don't know if they've fired already.
Not yet. Looks like Frost is making a chain with them.
Oh, trying to secure this
Ooh,
asteroid.
and the asteroids. Yep.
Yeah,
It's about
we'll see how those
4.5
nukes
minutes
defend that
left.
asteroids.
We just saw Eggester grab that other asteroid in the background. Interesting. I don't know if I'd have done that one.
I would have saved my nukes for the asteroids.
Yeah,
those
me
are-
too. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think there's a second asteroid too, which is maybe the players haven't noticed yet.
Eggster has one and Frost has one so far that we saw.
Oh yeah. We'll see. Definitely Frost at the troop deficit here. So we'll see if they are able to take those asteroids, because I think Egg's in a position where they could take both and then run away with the game.
Yeah,
we also
didn't.
saw an unfortunate little loss there. I think Frost was doing a chain, and some of the troops died before they can make it out. And I think because we were following so closely, we missed. You'll notice that Frost is at a pretty severe troop deficit.
Oh, but they got an asteroid there. Though it's gonna spawn in on top of a bunch of heavy lasers.
Ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, Frost, that's bad luck and two back-to-back plays there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fairness, the reason that would happen is because Eggester actually tactically chose to take the planet that the asteroid was already going to. So that was just a really smart play there. Not just a matter of bad luck, although certainly unfortunate for Frost there.
Yeah, and Frost very much on the defensive here. I'm not sure. We saw this. I forget which match. It was one of the early matches we watched with Eggster in it. That went a similar way of Eggster just consistently building a good a troop lead over time. And it looks like the same thing's about to happen. And here comes Eggster with a army of about 70 or so going in for the red home planet.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see the difference between this match and the finals match. Again, the same gods facing off against each other, you know, volatility versus conquest. But just like a difference in execution, really, I think, you know, plays into whether or not you're able to use your particular god's strengths to your own advantages. In this case, we really saw that Eggester had like a really wide reach and was able to kind of just shut off Frost at every area, which, you know, again, is the strength of conquest as a god.
Yeah, so congratulations. Eggster will take third place in this tournament. It was a great showing from both players, of course.
Yeah, nice job for both players. And thank you to Frost for going red team.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for coming.
Yeah. We'll see you guys all in 2 weeks for the next tournament.
All right, have a good one, everyone.